Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing the first look in my Halloween look series, I guess you could call it, and it's going to be an alien, so if you'd like to see how I do this, just keep on watching. So I am starting off with going in with the pink water activated face paint from Snazaroo, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. Throughout the video I'll probably be speeding up parts of it and putting some music in the background just to make sure it's not such a crazy long video, because it is going to be a character look, which they do tend to take a little longer than regular makeup looks. So I'm just going to dive right in. Okay, now before I finish off the rest of my face and the details that I want to do, I want to work on my eyes. So I figured with pink, I really want to do like a purple and blue color scheme with the pink. So for eyes, I think I'm going to stick with blue. And then for the face, for contour and stuff like that, I'm going to be doing purples. So I'm going into the Blue Moon palette from ColourPop. I'm going to start off with the shade Daba D, which is right here. I'm just going to run that into my crease. I'm going to go up pretty high because I did block out my eyebrows, even though I didn't do the best job at that. So I'm just going to take a Be Small blending brush, and I'm just going to run this into my crease. Although since I do have face paint on, when I do apply shadow over face paint, I don't like to do like the typical windshield wiper motion. I like to pat to apply, and then later on I will do a very minimal light blending. I'm also going to tuck some of the shadow right here onto the inner corner along the contour of my nose at the top. And then I'm also going to run that color along the lower lash line as well. Okay, so the next shade that I want to use is Fine China. I'm going to be using the same brush and just running it into my crease as well, just not as high. For the lower lash line with that color, I'm going to be using a smaller, more detailed brush. Okay, now I'm going to go into the shade Clued In. I am going to keep this eye look mostly matte, I think, except for the inner corner, because I do really want, you know how like cartoon aliens have like really round black eyes? I kind of want to give that illusion, but with like a nice glam kind of look, if that makes any sense. Okay, I think for now that I'm going to lay off on the eyes until I do some more of the face. So I think I'm going to go into the Profusion Pro Pigment palette, and I'm taking the shade Disco. This is kind of like a slightly purple pink color. And I'm going to first contour my nose with this shade. Now, since this is a pretty similar color, I'm using this to like almost like the transition shade for my contour, if that makes any sense, because this is a colored look. So I'm just brushing that along the sides of my nose and then making sure it's nice and blended. This is how probably most of my shading will, on my face will start, with a lighter color, and then I go in and gradually do the darker colors that I want to use. Then for the darker color, I do want to go in with a purple, I think. I'm going to be going into the shade Deep Grape from Coastal Scents. And I'm going to use a flatter brush to first apply it, and then if I need to, I will go back in with that brush I just used to soften up the edges. Okay, now for my face, I'm going into the e.l.f. blush palette in their light blush palette. And I'm taking this shade right here. And I am going to be using this shade as a type of bronzer for my cheekbones. So I'm going to pack it on my brush. I'm hoping this color is actually dark enough because I don't know how much pigment this color really puts off. If it doesn't work, then I'll just have to switch. And then I'm putting it right where I would put my bronzer, which is along my cheekbones and up along my temple as well. And so I guess it is showing up a little. I mean, let me think. Okay, now I'm going to go back into that shade Disco from the Pro Pigment palette, which is the first shade I used for the contour of my nose. And I'm going to be taking the same brush, if I can make sure I get it in there without getting other colors on it. And then I'm going to use that to start to contour my cheekbones. For this look, I'm actually going to be blending my contour more downwards because I want my cheekbones to look really unrealistic for a human. And then I'm also going to sweep this on my jawline. Okay, and then I'm taking this brush again in the shade Deep Grape again, and I'm going to go over those areas and deepen them up, but then I might go in with a third color for my face. And I'll have to wait and see. And if you do as I do, and you go in with a little too much, you could go back in with that shade Disco and just soften up those edges, lighten it just a little more, so it's not quite so harsh.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done.
And then if you would like to, you could actually do details along the neck. I'm just going to do it right here in the center. I'm not going to go on my chest or anything, or anything like that. Oh, goodness me. Now I'm going to be taking a darker shade. This is the shade Midnight Blue from Crystal Sense. And I'm going to put that just along the very edges of where my contouring, contoured areas of my skin. And hopefully that gives it a little bit more definition like I'm hoping it will. And then I will move on to more details. So next I'm going to be adding in these kind of like almost like scalloped details underneath my cheekbone on both sides, and maybe along the sides of my neck as well. And then probably with the same colors, so I'll start off with the pink and then that purple and then that deeper purple. And then I might do some under my eyes, I don't know, I'll have to decide after I do the details right here to see if it'll be too much or not. So yeah, you could just watch me do that. I'll speed up this part once again.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Okay, and then I do want to do a few designs on my chin and right here on my neck, and I'm going to be doing them in blue, the darkest blue shadow that I had used. So I'm going to speed up this process as well. Sorry if you hear my kids in the background, but they're being really argumentative with each other right now.
Girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Okay, now I am going to do some of the scallop details directly under my eyes. I think I'm going to do like one long one and one short one on each side for both eyes. So yeah, I'm going to speed up this as well. Same colors, I'm going to be using that pink, then the purple, and then the darkest purple color.
girls with their nails done now.
Okay, so we're almost done with the look. I'm going to be going into the shade Illusion from the BH Cosmetics Blacklight Highlight Palette, and I'm going to use that to highlight parts of my face. I'm going to be highlighting along my cheekbone right here and along the tops of these and these as well. And yeah, hopefully it turns out like I'm hoping it does.
I think the girls with their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
Okay, so I threw on this wig from Map of Beauty before I decided to do my lips. And yeah, I think it goes well with this look. And for lips, I'm going in with the Wet n Wild Liquid Catsuit lipstick in the shade Berry Recognize. And I'm just going to apply this to my lips. Okay, and then I think I'm going to take just a bit of that highlight shade and pop it right in the center of my lips. And so I think that is the final alien look. What do you guys think? So yes, my next look is going to be a goddess. Maybe like a wrathful goddess. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry for that noise in the background. But yeah, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you aren't already, or if you want to, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!